Give the call to the member for Mallee.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has failed to deliver his promised $275 cut to electricity prices. The Prime Minister has also failed to deliver the financial support he promised families last year. Can the Prime Minister advise the House how many more Australians will be forced onto hardship programs with their electricity retailer as a result of the government's delay in providing any financial support? Why do Australian families always pay more under Labor?
Order. Members on my right. The member for McEwen. I give the call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for Mallee for her question, which can be summed up essentially as, why aren't you doing what I voted against earlier? that is basically what I'm being asked here.
Why'd you vote against it?
What I said, what I voted against, $1.5 billion of relief, and now you're complaining that it's not being delivered early enough. But that suggested the question. Those opposite voted against $1.5 billion in direct bill relief. They voted against price caps. The member for Hume hid the price rises before the election and then misled Australians about it. They took 4 gigawatts out of the system and only put 1 gigawatt back. They had 22 energy policies and didn't land one. And then they come in here and say, why hasn't it all fixed? It reminds me of someone who comes home as a dog lover, and you come home and you find bits of the cushion everywhere. There's bits that have been torn out, and they're all over the lounge room. They're all over the kitchen. They're down the corridor.
Leader of the Opposition will cease objecting.
And you look at your pooch and you go, what's gone on here? And the pooch looks at your back and says, with those eyes saying, look at the mess you've made. Look at the mess you've made. I mean, fair dinkum. You did nothing for 10 years. You voted against when we had a plan, and then you come in here and say, why don't you do it earlier?
Order.